if you focus on where you're going in the future, things will start to make sense in your life. The puzzle pieces will fit, and you'll act accordingly to where you're going, not where you are. Too many people nowadays, they're okay, I've already made it, when they really have not made it. They made it to a simple life, an easy life, where you wake up, you do this every single day, and someday, halfway through your life, you pay half of your life, and then you get to live the other half of your life. That's where we've woken up and said, okay, I'll just be comfortable doing this so I can do that in the future. Well, that's not necessarily the best thing to do. There's always something else, how you can set it up so you can live halfway through your life 10 times more of a life than what people live now. And that requires a lot of prosperity, a lot of just building wealth and abundance through the successful practices that you're implementing now. If you want to be extremely prosperous later with extreme amounts of abundance to show for and to share with others, it's about taking action today. Whether you got a side hustle going or you got a job, then you come home and you do your side hustle and you're trying to start something else and manage this and put something elsewhere. That's how most of the middle class lives. But we're just separated by $1 million, $2 million, which is nothing. It's so minuscule. You hear a million nowadays, like I got $1 million cash. And you think to yourself, that's not really a lot of money. I can spend $1 million cash in a day. Heck, I want an airplane right now to get me from place to place. I can't even afford to buy an airplane with $1 million cash. It doesn't matter what you have right now. It matters what you're going to do with it and what your mind frame and your mindset is. Because once you can make that mindset shift, that mind frame shift of, okay, things are going to happen and they're going to change for the better. I'm going to become a better person. Then you can experience what true abundance is. Abundance is going to change before your eyes, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. What I talk about here, it's sacred knowledge. It's like some of these sentences and thoughts have been released to the world before they should have. Like, we're in the year 2022, but this is 1,000-year-old concepts being rejuvenated, reborn, and introduced into modern society. Does it quite fit? No. Is it going to get you ahead of the curve? By golly, you're going to be 10 times ahead of the curve. And that's what you're talking about. That's what we're talking about. When we have an audience, when people are watching what's going on, then you'll notice that taking place around you is not just reality, but it's just an entire perspective of, okay, this is where we are right now. Everything I focus on is what influences me. Think about that. Everything you focus on is what influences you. Is there a place or a certain circumstance that you want to experience in the future? Do you have dreams and aspire to be like something in the future? Because if you do, this is the place. I mean, tune in, watch my talks. I'm going to have more people talking. I'm going to be interviewing people so I can keep a good record of people that I've interviewed. I'm going to ask them what they do, what they think of that, and we're just going to talk. We're just going to ask each other questions. Or I'm not trying to make anything of this. I'm not trying to start something, but I plan to bring on so many great people that you've never heard about, or maybe you have, but it's happening. We're going to get some people interviewed. If this is your first time, follow my channel because it's only going up from here. Things are getting better, and the unknown is going to become known in the future. This is not only for you guys to understand and accept, but it's for whoever wants to watch this in the future to create and manifest abundance. This is where it is, baby. No matter what you're doing, do stuff for yourself. If you're not working out, do something to just better your body. Go for a swim. be active, wash your car, something. You got to get that juice flowing, that blood pumping, baby. That's how we're going to get on top. When you create those myelin fibers, the fast twitch, slow twitch muscle fibers, there's results now proven. Scientific studies coming out and saying this is how you're going to live to old age. As well as like the usual, what I believe in. I've been a vegetarian now. I've accumulated a lot of prosperity, wealth, and the generation is going to thank me in the future. I'll say that now. My future generation, which spans across magnitudes, because it's not only for people who come afterwards, but I'm going to change the world. It's going to be an amazing attribute that I'm going to introduce not only to yourself, but other people as well. You're going to notice big changes happening. Big changes are abundant in nature. When you create an abundance in nature, you experience a manifestation sort of similar to those of godly-like figures. I'm talking everything's changing. Your prosperity, the way you've seen things, the way you're going to do things in the future, everything's going to change with this manifestation of abundance. There's no place for holding back. Like, holding back is for it's for the weak. It's for people who get stuck in a rut. Someone said something, someone did something, and you can't move forward because that's just how you perceive these things to be happening. But that's not reality. That's how we see it with what we're given right now, and that's our consciousness, which is not telling the whole picture. It's only giving us bits and pieces. Do you ever feel like you're having a conversation with yourself and you just want to be like, shh, like cut it, like that's not talk, like is what I'm talking about. That's the point I'm trying to make here. If you've made it this far, comment wealth down below. Wealth, I'm going to be wealthy, something. Put it in quotation marks. Do something to allow myself to know that you're listening and that you're watching and conveying a sense of reality to others, that you are going to become successful. Everyone is going to become successful, as well as the people that are just viewing this video for the first time. There's going to be a shift in mental mind frame perspectives. Like, instead of having that perspective of, okay, we notice other people happening and we're just going to pay attention to what that person is doing. Cut that. Pay attention to yourself first. When you can focus on yourself, make yourself your center of attention, you'll notice things around you change for the better. That's what we're trying to do here. I'm not trying to shift you into thinking of this or creating this, but no. There's something here. I know I'm going to be big. I know I'm already big, and I'm just going to continue to grow. People are going to watch my videos, and if they don't, that's their choice. I'm not telling you watch this video. I'm not telling you follow me. I'm just saying the information I'm putting out here, it's nothing to help you, but it's to help the entire world. Whether you listen or you don't, that's your own decision, your own choice. Right here, right now is where we are. We don't have an agenda. There's no agenda behind this. It's just, this is what we're trying to do. Okay, we get this mix of people, cool. This people want to do this, cool. It's going to change our entire reality for what it is. You're not going to know what's going to happen in the future. So, like, just take things for as they are instead of trying to think there's like a hidden agenda or people mean this and people mean that, because it's not true. When you are in our current reality, you'll see things happening around you and you'll think, is this really a place for me? Is this an acceptable nature that's abundant in reality with our current time? And then you'll think for yourself, okay, things have happened to get me here. Great things, excellent, large things, abundance, prosperity, manifestation, and success. And these are the things that are going to drive me forwards to do more for not only myself, but everyone as well, as a common collective. I mean, you can have a collective, and then the common collective is everything at once. When you see perspective shifts and mind frame shifts happening before your mind's eye, you'll come to realize that there is a person, time, place, or being that's going to accumulate and perspectively change your sense of reality for the better. This is going to happen to where you're not directly glanced and in accordance with what's happening, but you notice the things happening. You notice the things happening. Thank you.